Today I'm going to show you a quick process that I've developed for cooking sweet red bean paste that uses some chemistry and physics to make the process effortless, so stick around. Making high-quality Anko normally requires hours of soaking time, as well as a few hours of cooking and stirring. But the techniques I'm going to show you will yield this gloriously shiny red bean paste without any soaking and with only a few minutes of stirring. To get there, I've stacked a couple of hacks like using a pressure cooker, modifying the pH of the boiling liquid, and I've also created a technique that virtually eliminates the need to stir the Anko after you've added the sugar. Before I spill the beans on my techniques though, let's have a look at our ingredients. All you're gonna need is a half pound of Adzuki beans, 4 cups of water, an 1/8 teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 cup of sugar. Adzuki, which are also known as red beans, are thought to have been cultivated in Asia as far back as 5,000 years ago. These days, Adzuki beans are most commonly associated with Japanese sweets or wagashi, and today I want to show you how you can make a basic Anko that you can use to make a variety of Japanese desserts. To prepare Adzuki, you first want to wash them to remove any dirt or foreign debris. Then I'm gonna dump them into my pressure cooker and add 4 cups of water, as well as the salt and baking soda. The salt and baking soda help to weaken and break down the pectin molecules in the beans, which causes them to soften much more quickly. Now I'm gonna affix the lid and set the cooker to high pressure. Okay, let's get this over to the stove. I'm gonna turn the stove on to high heat to quickly bring the cooker up to pressure. Once the pressure cooker starts to whistle and you see steam escaping from the valve, turn down the heat just enough so you have a steady stream of steam escaping, but it doesn't sound like it's about to take off. Now I'm gonna set a timer for 20 minutes. The salt and baking soda chemically speed up the process of cooking the beans, but a pressure cooker physically speeds it up by raising the boiling point of water. Once the timer goes off, turn off the heat and let it sit undisturbed for 30 minutes to let the pressure drop naturally and allow the beans to cook some more. Okay, let's see what we've got. Before I open up the pressure cooker, I want to take a moment to acknowledge everyone who's helped to support this channel. Whether you're pitching in via Patreon or dropping positive vibes in the comments, I want you to know that your efforts help to make my videos possible, and for that, I'm super grateful. My goal for this year is to reach 100,000 subscribers, so if you're enjoying my recipes, please consider sharing a link to my channel with your community of friends and family who might enjoy it too. Ooh, look at that! If you wanted the beans whole, you'd want to cook them for a little less time, but for Anko, this is perfect. Now here's my next trick. Instead of adding the sugar to the cooked beans, I'm gonna strain the liquid from the beans into a frying pan. Then I'm gonna press out as much liquid from the beans as I can without passing the beans through the sieve. Now I'm gonna add the sugar to the Adzuki liquid and bring the mixture to a boil. This is my second trick for speeding up the process of making Anko. Normally, the sugar would get added to the cooked beans, which makes a viscous mixture that needs to be stirred constantly in order to keep it from burning. It's kind of like making risotto. By separating the beans from the liquid, we're able to reduce it with the sugar and make a concentrated syrup. Once it reaches a full boil, skim off any scum that rises to the surface. Now we just need to let this boil until it reaches somewhere between 225 and 230 degrees Fahrenheit, or around 110 degrees Celsius. The only thing you have to be mindful of is to adjust the heat to keep it from boiling over. Okay, this is looking perfect, so let's add the beans. Now I'm gonna bring this to a boil and cook the two together, mashing up some of the beans as I go. At this point, you'll need to stir this constantly, but this should only take about 2 minutes. Once your red bean paste is nice and thick like this, it's good to go. Let's transfer this into a glass container and let it cool before refrigerating it overnight. This is an important step that lets the flavors meld while giving the baking soda a chance to neutralize so you don't taste it in the anko. Let's see how this looks after a night in the fridge. Perfect, isn't it? Anko is delicious on its own or used as a topping for pancakes or ice cream, but today I'm gonna stuff it into some wafers that are made from rice flour. I really love Anko, so I'm super looking forward to this. Itadakimasu! I'm gonna go with the straight Anko first. Oh. The beans are creamy and rich, and they're sweet, but they're not overwhelmingly sweet. And we've got just a hint of salt there to kind of break things up. It's got the perfect balance of taste that's gonna make it perfect in Japanese desserts. Speaking of which, we have some Monaka here. So this is like a really light cracker made from rice flour, and it's usually stuffed with Anko or other things, but I actually like putting savory things in here as well. All right, let's take a bite. Can you hear that? It's super crispy and it has this really nice toasted rice aroma. The texture is a little bit like an unsweetened ice cream cone, but the flavor tastes like toasted rice and it goes so well with the Anko. Oh, that's so good. The only thing that's missing is a bowl of matcha. Sweet red bean paste forms the basis for many traditional Japanese sweets, including daifuku, ohagi, and oshiruko. So let me know what wagashi recipes you want to see me make in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give this a big thumbs up and check out this playlist for more sweet treats. Alright, be well, stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next one.